Miss Evelois Brown, November 28, 2019, to express to you my birth and education. I was born August 10th, 1961. I'm 58 years old. My education was to begin on private estate owned by Henry Loeb in Independent Studies because my household was an independent study. However, through collection of $358 million caused an interception, and it was built on Henry Loeb's land, 13 acres of land. That time was used for agriculture of cotton, and when he decided not to grow cotton because he thought he had earned enough for himself and the local farmers needed hay, he would allow it to grow, the weeds to grow, to be processed into hay bales or bundles, whatever you want to call it. Whereas at that location, a school was built, 1965, and named Forest Hills Elementary. It's where I attended elementary school. The summer began early, and a visitor came and requested that I attend their school to find out and learn what their school did. Because the school was not completed, I attended Evans Elementary, 1st, 2nd grade, and then it took almost a year for the concrete to dry because of the agricultural design. I attended 3rd grade and graduated 6th grade there. I graduated from Ford City High School. During the summer months, after age 13, after begging my family because they didn't get along with the neighbors due to spiritual beliefs, one worshiped a horse and the other worshiped Jesus Christ, I begged my family to allow me to learn to chop cotton. Charles Lindsay said he would allow that to be in his field. Please, Mr. Tucker, would you allow your daughter to teach that? He and his brother. Charles Lindsay owned 1,900 acres. Billy Lindsay owned 2,400 acres. Billy was single, Charles was wedded, neither had children. And in the summer months, that's where I would go and be paid federal minimum wage. We usually end at the end of July and begin at the end of May. I did that from the age of 13 through 17. When I was 17, I went there and worked 4 days because I had graduated high school that year. Then I went to attended the local community college, where I earned my Associates of Applied Science, Business Administration. I later moved my credits to another school in a different state, and I was accepted as an upper class junior, and United States federal government was giving examinations after I became a senior for the merit system. I went with my spouse. We each took the examination. He was an outdoors person, but he did it, and support was me. We both passed. He scored a 94. My spouse was my stepfather's brother's child. He scored a 94, and I scored 86. When they called him for the interview, he didn't want the job and expressed it to him. And he said, but if you could, hire my wife. She have an interest in stuff like that. I was just in her support. They hired me as a tax examining clerk. At that time, federal minimum wage was $3.35 an hour, and I received $11.54 an hour. After then, I became disabled according to United States government laws and not Indian laws through Buddhism. Too much stress on the job. I would have to complete every day 930 1040s. It would have to be edited and coded. And I would do 860. These are individual tax forms. They would have 150 Schedule E's on them. Some would have 57 Schedule H on it, and all kinds of stuff like that. So I just quit the service and received a monthly disability benefit. And my children, on the other half, they were gainfully employed, and they had successful careers and what they wanted to be. This is Ms. Eva Lois Brown, November 28, 2019, here in the United States.